Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to our Master the Art of Safety Observation series, in which we are improving our skills in identifying, recording, and reporting professional safety observations at worksite. These observations are basically the form of proactive monitoring intended to proactively identify any areas of improvement, gaps, or deviations from our adopted HSE standards that we have implemented so that we can promptly correct them to ensure the effectiveness of our HSE systems. These are also the part of daily routine work of our site HSE team, and generally we refer these observations as informal inspections. Let's go and see what safety observations our safety team have identified today, how they recorded and reported them. This observation is labeled as damaged faulty equipment. Hazards include collapse, impact, crash, manual handling, and immediate causes unsafe condition. What is the issue here? Our safety team noticed that our team was using the wheelbarrow with the broken wheel. Now, as per our implemented standards, which are in alignment with the client's requirement, any faulty or damaged equipment is strictly prohibited to be on the site without any obvious marking of discarded or not in service. Now, this situation is creating a range of mechanical hazards like impact, crash, and also a collapse hazard, manual handling hazard, also constituting the case of non-compliance. Allocation is area 2. Consequences, instability or the loss of control may lead to the collision collapse, causing serious physical injuries like cut, puncture, crush wounds, maybe broken bones. Excessive forces required to operate this equipment may lead to the muscle cramps, strain, fatigue. Also, there are chances of material damage and implications of non-compliance. Action taken, safety team suspended the use of equipment, reported the issue, notified the area supervisor to remove the equipment from the site immediately. They responded promptly and they sent the equipment to the workshop immediately. So the immediate hazard was removed and the status of this observation is closed. This observation is categorized as a high risk, labeled as waste management, unorganized, unsegregated temporary storage area. Hazards include fire and explosion, mechanical hazards, poor communication, and environmental impact. Immediate cause is unsafe condition. What is the issue here? Safety team noticed that our site temporary material storage area is severely unorganized and being used as a waste storage. Teams are throwing all types of waste without any segregation, like metal parts, wood pieces with protruding nails, pressurized containers that can explode anytime, broken tools, and things like that. Now, as per our implemented waste management procedures, which are aligned with the client's requirement, waste must be controlled effectively and must be segregated at a first instance and must be collected in the designated places, like we have provided the skips. Now, in this situation, fire hazard, fire and explosion hazard is emerging. Then mechanical hazards like cut and puncture, poor communication, environmental impact, and non-compliance is arising. Location is area 2. Consequences, fire and explosion, serious physical injuries including cut, puncture wounds. Wounds may get infection due to the contamination, property damage, environmental impact, and implications of non-compliance. Action taken, a safety team reported the issue, notified the area in charge to enforce the safer procedures effectively, clear the waste from the temporary storage area, dump or collect the waste into the designated places like skips only, Comply with the segregation protocols, remove any pressurized container from the general waste. Also, secure the protruding nails by bending or removing them. Implement the labeling and information as required. At the same time, trainings were recommended on the fire prevention and firefighting along with the waste management system. The team responded positively. They initiated the action. The actions are ongoing. The status of this observation is still open, and safety team is following up. This observation is labeled as electric and fire. Same are the hazard here. Immediate cause is unsafe condition. What is the issue here? Our safety team noticed in use extension cord drum was lacking the color code. Now, as per our procedures, any portable equipment must be inspected and maintained as required with the color code identification. Now, this situation is creating electric and fire hazard and non-compliance. Location is area 1. Consequences: electrocution, electric shock, fire, property damage, equipment damage, and implications of non-compliance. Action taken: a safety team reported the issue, verified the inspection and maintenance record. Once they were confirmed, they put the current color code immediately. So immediate risk was controlled. The status of this observation is closed. This observation is positive observation, a good practice labeled as a safe worker. Our safety team observed that one of our carpentry team members is always using the required PPEs effectively. Our location is area 1. Positive impact, first of all, safe worker, reduced risk of injuries from the falling objects, sharp objects, and other hazards. Also, indicating the very strong HSE culture and demonstrating the commitment with the HSE. A recommendation: reward and recognition for the worker, so to influence the motivational reinforcement of this good practice, and also share this good practice with others via TBTs to motivate everyone. Now, beyond noting these observations, one should have a very good idea that these observations are very powerful tool in HSE management. Basically, these observations are our complete track record of past, present, and future performance history. These observations help us in identifying the root causes if we face any significant or persistent deviation or problem in our system. At the same time, these observations guide us toward the corrective actions if there are any minor changes, deviations in our system, so that to ensure that our systems are always consistent and sustainable. So, as a safety professional, it is very important for you to develop your skills in taking observations of the professional level. So, that was it for today. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.